Welcome, wrestling fans, to River City's Community Access. This is the Battle of the Bay Wrestling Tournament for Bayport High School in Howard, Suamico, Wisconsin, north of Green Bay. 8 mats on the floor here, 24 teams in this tournament, and there's ranked wrestlers up and down the lineup. Red Raiders have a full lineup here today. They've been coming to this tournament since the early 2000s. It's the 10th anniversary of this tournament. Giving you mat side seats, as we like to say in River City Community Access, Mr. Richie Nichols, and we like to thank him for volunteering his Saturday to do that for you. Joining me in the broadcast area, keeping us all straight, Joyce Bennett's on the stats, and my co-broadcast partner, Hall of Fame coaching member, Mr. Louis Bennett's. Coach, what do you think of today's tournament to start with?
Well, it's usually a good tournament over here. I'm not so sure that it's as strong as it has been in some years, but I guess we'll wait and see that. Early in the season, you don't recognize a lot of guys, but there are some traditional teams here that are strong. You know, Luxembourg's here, River Valley's here, Pewaukee's here, Raiders. There's some pretty good teams here. So, and we have a full team, and early season, following these kids for the past few years, I think we're decent. I think we're going to be right in the thick of this thing today.
Red Raiders on the upswing from the past couple of years. That's a good thing, being that uphill climb. Teams in the tournament, some of them which Coach already mentioned: Amory, Ashwaubenon, Bayport, Brookfield East, East Troy, Escanaba, Michigan, Franklin, Freedom, Green Bay Preble East, Little Chute, Luxembourg, Casco, Menominee Falls, Mukwonago, Muskego, Oconto Falls, Oshkosh West, Pewaukee, River Valley, Seymour, Southern Door, Two Rivers, West Appear, Wrightstown, and your Red Raiders. Matrix Gisco at 113 pounds, the first Red Raider on the mat against Franklin's freshman Jonah Sievert. Gisco with a takedown and a cut loose. He leads 2-1. Bryson Einerson, the freshman at 106 pounds, has a bye the first round. Gisco with another takedown off a nice double leg. And they're going to cut the freshman loose. 4-2 the lead. 30 seconds gone. Just runs him right over to a body lock, has him on his back.
Yeah, this could be a fall here. Matrix is like a 3rd seed, and he's a state place winner. I think we're looking at him to do pretty well today. Hopefully get in that top 2-3.
Just go with 3-point near fall. He leads 9-2. Got a minute left, first period. Patrick Spray at 120 pounds has a first round bye, as does Zachary Mitchell at 126 with a first round bye. We'll update you on more Red Raiders as we go along in the tournament. Gisco with a pin in 1-12.
And just to kind of keep fans up speed here a little bit, it's an individual tournament, but all those extra points come into play at the end of it. A pin is worth 2 extra points every time there's a pin. So he gets his place points plus the pin points. So those pins, we always figure in big tournaments you can pick up an extra 20, 30 points with getting a few pins. And that was a nice way to start us here today.
And that's like having basically another 2 wrestlers on the mat. You know, and you get all those bonus points, the majors, the tech falls, the pins. You're wrestling with 16 guys instead of 14.
Well, and absolutely. And when you get seated, like Matrix is seated real high, chances are you're not going to get a real quality opponent that first round. So that's where the pin points come into effect.
Updating on the rest of the Red Raider lineup: Max Bennett's at 132, a first round bye. Berg DeBile at 138, the same thing, as does Dylan Hall. Next wrestling for the Red Raiders, 152 pounds. Peyton Einerson will take on Muskego's Addison Price, who is a freshman. Jake Tim has a first round match against East Troy's junior Jeremy Diedick. And Jake Tim at 160 pounds. 170-pounder Brock Bennett is going to take on Mukwonago's Zach Hintz, a junior. Nathan Fuller at 182, a bye. 195, Cody Abel will take on Two Rivers senior Zachary Miller. Mike Weinfurter at 220 gets a tough draw right off the bat against Brookfield East P.J. LeClaire. He's a senior. And Bo Thompson, the heavyweight, will wrestle a freshman from Mukwonago, Eric Bone. We'll take a quick break, do a little bookwork here, and we'll bring you the next match when the Red Raiders hit one of these 8 mats on the floor of the Bayport High School here on River City's Community Access. Go ahead, Richie. Peyton Einerson on the mat at 152 pounds against Addison Price, a freshman from Muskego. Red Raiders finished 6th last year in this tournament, and it was won by the host school, Bayport. Bryce tried to go in on a barrel roll, and Einerson's trying to catch him and stack him with a leg ride, ends up with a takedown. That's kind of Peyton's MO. He likes to get somebody to shoot in and counter.
More so than any of the other Einersons. And he's good enough with his legs, he's got good enough balance, and he's a pinner that most of the time he'll get it. The only problem is you do that with a real good wrestler, you end up on your back. But in this case, he's okay. He's got the legs in a deep half, and
trying to elevate the hips and the body with his legs here. Got that half in stacked up pretty close.
It's kind of nice too in the big tournaments like this, if you are seeded, that you can get out of that first match or two pretty quick with a pin, because it's going to be a long day by the time we get to the finals.
Yeah, you end up conserving some energy, and we're still early in the year, so conditioning not that close to peak yet.
Yeah, it's got a really nice cradle on here, and this is pretty tight. He gets that knee on the side there. This is going to be a short match. Peyton has gotten a lot better. Again, it's a little not our style with all the funk stuff, but he went with Joe Zolkowski from D.C. Everest, the state champion, a couple of weeks ago, and I think
that was a close match.
4-0 match. Yeah.
Einerson's built a 12-0 lead and looking for more. Near fall here.
And there again, we remind folks that the points are kind of accessible. In other words, a pin is 2 points, but a tech fall is another 1.5. So anything more than a major decision is more than place points. So he is, like you say, 14-0. He's really close to a tech fall, and probably his opponent chose neutral. So with a takedown, well, I'll tell you.
You got a good shot there.
He really does. It'll turn to garbage on him, though. That height helps. Peyton.
Oh, it's a lot of leverage there.
Oh, boy, Peyton, don't do it. Well, they were out of bounds, huh?
Both stepped. When Peyton stepped ahead to lock that up, he stepped out of bounds. And Price was already outside the circle. Einerson learned a little something from that last shot. He's got some wrist control now to slow him down just a hair. Didn't leave him stand in front of him free like he did there.
Guy shoots pretty good for a freshman.
That's another good shot there.
Yeah,
Einerson
really
going to catch him here again.
He's going to go back and say, what did I do wrong, coach?
And he really didn't do anything wrong.
No, that's what you showed me.
And there, oh, there's the, you get the pin, Joyce? Pin and 250.
So that was better than the tech fall. So Peyton Einerson picks us up another 2 points. So we got 4 points in the tournament already. And at the end of the day, they all are cumulative.
Jake Tim up next against Jeremy Diedick, junior out of East Troy. We'll follow that with the 170-pound match. Brock Bennett against Zach Hintz out of Mukwonago. We're bringing you those matches when we return here at River Cities Community Access.
East Troy, 1 minute 19 seconds.
Jake Tim now on the mat against Diedick of East Troy. Jeremy Diedick, a junior. And Tim trails 2-1.
And winning by fall, Leighton Durschmidt, Two Rivers, 1 minute 44
160-pound matchup here for the Red Raiders.
Round 1 results at 138. Winning by fall, Mason Purcell, Luxembourg Castro.
Jake popped out here while we were finishing up with the Einerson match. Will slide by, but missed by Diedick. It's 2-1 Diedick after 1 period. Flipping a disc, comes up green as Diedick's choice. He deferred. Tim's choice will go down. 2-1 after 1 period.
It's hard to always pick up which score clock is on that mat. They've got 8 mats here, and some scoreboards on the wall, and some at mat side.
Some from the ceiling.
Yeah, so it's
takes a little bit to figure it out once you first rounder. So caution on top on Diedick, and he is. That's the first caution. There is no points awarded. Tim to his feet now, tied at 2 with the escape.
You got to escape, and this kid looks pretty tough on his feet, but the score is 2-2. And Jake's MO is you got to slow people down a little bit, keep them in your wheelhouse, so to speak.
Diedick again a single, now it's trying to switch to a double, close to the out of bounds. Diedick's trying to keep his feet in here. And they are out of bounds. 1:23 left, still tied 2-2.
Well, now that we check it over, this is the #1 seed with us.
#1 seed with Diedick. Shot in again on a double, turn the corner on the way through. Tim trying to force down on the head. And still remaining up on his feet here if he can. Diedick trying to pin that knee down on the mat. And a stalemate. That's probably a good call by the official there. Neither wrestler going to be able to get an advantage there.
Yeah, we might have more than we can bargain for. See, he was 6th in the state tournament last year, which means he was the top seed.
45 seconds left, second period.
The nice thing about this tournament, it's a little hard to follow for people at home and for us. But I remember the first time we came here, it was, wow, hard to keep up. And then what it does do is it gives wrestlers a chance to seek their own level. In other words, he'll fall into a consolation bracket and get a chance to wrestle people that don't
right. Brock Bennett's on the mat as we are watching the Tim match here. He's wrestling Zach Hintz of Mukwonago.
Actually, it'd be Max Bennett. Oh, it is. I'm sorry. Can't recognize my own grandsons.
Brock's got Hintz on his back. We'll keep you updated on that match as well. Brock's ahead 5-0 and 1 minute left first period. He's hunting the pin hard here.
This looks pretty tight.
After 2 periods, Tim is still tied 2-2, and he will be on top to start the third. Bennett's with a pin in 1:18.
Freedom, 1 minute and 24 seconds.
No, it was 1:08.
Excuse me, 1:08 on the pin time of Bennett. Tim now on top, still tied at 2 so far.
So we've actually picked up 6 points just on pins here already today.
And Jake Tim so far, I mean, I don't want to jinx him here, but so far he's kept this match in control here.
Riding pretty tough.
Now Diedick with the escape, he leads 3-2. And they're back on their feet. Forcing down on the head is Diedick. Tim dives in at a knee, and they go out of bounds. 1:05 left.
Well, he's staying in this match.
His length is helping him here. Diedick can't quite get in tight enough to really make a good shot. Tim's able to keep him on the outside a little bit here. Collar tied by Diedick. Wrist control is Jake Tim. Diedick with a sweep shot and on a single. Now trying to trip to a double. Got the takedown. Now he's opened up a 5-2 lead, and that's a big takedown in that match. 38 seconds left. Cody able yet to come against Zachary Miller of Two Rivers.
And he's coming up right now, actually.
And that's right, he's stepping out on the mat. 5-3 with the escape for Tim. They're On their feet. Jake's got a chance here. Tie the match. Abel's match just started.
Cody Abel, I believe, is the 3rd seed at 195.
Diedick wins 5-3 in a grinding match. Jake Tim pretty good account of himself there.
I think so too. If that was the top seed, he hung in there pretty good. Cody Abel is out on 195 pounds, and Cody is one of those guys for us that's really got a load of talent. He does some things he probably shouldn't do technically sometimes, but he's going to figure right in this by the end of the day.
You can get into the scrambles in a brawling type match. That's what Cody Abel likes. Underhook, backing up. Miller from Two Rivers and just drives right through him.
Yeah, Tripp actually handled that pretty well.
105 left, 2-0, Abel with a lead. Miller is a senior out of Two Rivers.
He's a seed. He's an 18th seed.
See there too again, Cody being seated high. His opponent's an 18th seed, so we really should be favored pretty strongly in this. And again, that's pretty big when you're trying to get those extra points. He gets a little impatient. That's what happened there. He's going to pin him and let him get a little bit too high. And that changes as the match goes on and guys get tired too.
22 seconds left. Abel continuing to ride. And here is the end of the first period with Abel leading 2-0. At 220 pounds, Mike Weinfurter will take him on P.J. LeClaire from Brookfield East. That's a tough first round draw for the Red Raider. And Bo Thompson gets Eric Bone of Mukwanago at 285. Second period, both on their feet.
That's a nice duck under shot there. Cut outside. Oh, I knew that was coming.
Crawl up to the body.
Bring him in, no Cody. Bring him in.
Hey, there is a little complacent. Just kind of quit wrestling on the edge of the mat and allowed him to go back, stomach down, and get out of bounds.
You know, there's a little difference between wrestling and dual meets and tournaments. You don't want to give up any freebies in these tournaments early. It's a nice little duck under there.
Nice shot there. And a cut loose. 6-2 now the lead for the Red Raider. Bo Thompson getting ready to come out at 285 pounds. Directly to the left of Abel's mat. And he's going to wrestle a young freshman. Nice duck under by Abel again. Thompson's opponent from Mukwanago, Eric Bone.
Thompson's a light heavyweight. He's a 220 pounder. He probably weighed about 225 today, whatever, but coaches just felt he was better off with this weight. And it looks like he's got a pretty young green opponent here. Thompson is the top seed here.
Abel gave it a duck under to a single. Takes Miller down. Thompson just runs over his opponent. And Bone.
Many coaches that would like to have the weighing sheets from Brookfield, Mosquito, and Oshkosh West.
In the back of Bo's mind always is who ranks at the top with a quick pin chart on that program, and it's his older brother.
So Abel with a pin. And 3 minutes, actually, Joyce, 3:57. Abel with a pin, picked up another 2 team points for the Red Raiders. Now Thompson and McWanago's freshman Eric Bone. Thompson with a quick takedown, just basically ran Bone over. Now he's got a bar and pull that out. Half of the wrist.
He's the real deal. I think he can go a long ways this year.
Round 1 results at 170. Winning by fall, Jacob Ranska.
The referee trying to get an advantage point here, and there he calls the pin.
2 minutes 40 seconds.
And 54 seconds.
Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, 1 minute 7 seconds. Winning by fall, Hunter Sadler.
Well, Coach, the Red Raiders put some pins on the board. That's good. Extra team points that first round.
Every match we won, I think we got a pin on, and even the guy that lost, Jake Tim, I thought he did quite a battle there against, you know, the top seed. I think we lost 5-3.
5-3.
Right in there at the end, and if that's any indication, we're going to place it that way too.
Good start for today. Mike Weinford yet to go here at 2:20, and we'll bring you that match as soon as they step on one of the 8 services here at Bayport.
We are moving to
Now they got Koopman.
So much for looking at the computer.
Yeah, no kidding.
As we both get it.
Well, we got Mike Weinfurter coming out here at 2:20, and Mike Weinfurter, I think, drew the top seed. The story behind Mike Weinfurter is he just come up for wrestling about a week ago. And he did wrestle up till 7th grade, but played football, and he came out, and we think he's going to be the real deal. No, he's in over his head here probably, but we're just glad to have him, and he's a really good athlete. And like I said before, in this tournament, it might be not be the most spectator-friendly tournament, but wrestlers can seek their own level. And if he does beat the best guy right away, then he'll slip into a bracket where he can maybe find somebody who's got a little success. Look at this. Did we take him down?
Off the mat.
Come pretty close, though.
Again, Weinfurter's opponent, P.J. Leclerc, top seed, a senior from Brookfield East.
Mike is a real strong kid. He's a real good athlete. There again, wrestling is one of those sports that you don't learn real quick.
Yeah.
And stepping onto the mat in a big tournament against the top seed probably isn't the odds maker's choice. But he almost got a takedown.
Yeah.
Went off of that.
Against a quality kid.
Yeah. Now he got taken
There,
down.
Leclerc got to take down. And a cradle by Leclerc is our vantage point. I'm not quite so sure the cameras, but our vantage point is right behind the scoring tower.
Hard to see through there.
Near fall scored by Leclerc.
We did not begin the 106-pound matches until 10:20. So round 2 will start promptly at 10:20. The coaches, wrestlers, be ready to go at 10:20.
Got an update on an opponent from Matrix Gisco. The bracketing had changed in the morning meeting, and he wrestled Josh Koopman of Oshkosh West and pinned him in a minute 12. Weinfurter up on his feet right now. And just got taken down.
Just plain old experience there. He got his head down, got snapped down, and his opponent just came around behind him.
And there is the pin by Leclerc on Weinfurter.
131.
Ooh, McClair's a pretty big boy, too.
Yes, he is. But Coach, like you said, okay, so you got probably the best guy in the weight class right off the bat. He didn't fall over for him. Went out there, competed with him for a good period. And then the wrestling experience, which he lacks from grade school even, you know, took over. And there was the difference. But now, so okay, you got the best guy, you lost to him. Now you go on and about your business, gain some experience.
I've watched him a little in practice. He's a real competitor. He's got real good skill set. Just doesn't have any experience. But again, just getting some matches in today will be good. And the other thing is, it fills a spot for us. We didn't really have, we were using Abel up there, and he doesn't belong up there. Using Thompson at heavyweight. This way, it gives us a little flexibility either way. Thompson can go 220. Basically in a dual meet, knowing Scott, he'll put Thompson wherever the best guy is.
Right.
He's that good. And so here we got somebody got some depth. And that's the thing we've missed the last couple of years. We had no depth.
We'll take a quick break as they're going to start round 2, and we'll be back with more Red Raider Wrestling on River City's Community Access. All right, back at the Battle on the Bay, 132-pounder Max Bennett stepping on the mat against Muskego sophomore Adam McNally. Max had a first-round bye today. His first time out on the floor here at Bayport High School. Again, Bayport in Howard Swamico. There is no town called Bayport. Bennett's coming off a nice win in DC Everest. Bennett's with an underhook on the right side, and then comes trying to work into that Russian arm tie. He likes that offensive setup.
Yeah, he doesn't have a real good shot. We're working on it with him. So Max Bennett has a headlock on here. I don't know if we're getting any sound here or not. Is it okay? Okay.
Off the mat they go. Bennett leads 2-0.
You didn't get any back points out of that, huh?
1 minute left, first period. Max stopped the first move of his opponent McNally. Looking on her wrist, getting that turned under.
4 minutes, 25 seconds.
He's pretty tough on top. He likes to pin, and he's real strong.
Bennett's trying to work that left wrist out from behind the back. And McNally goes stomach down. Now builds to a base. Zachary Mitchell, a freshman for the Red Raiders at 126, just stepped out on the mat against Amory's sophomore Cody Dungeon.
And that's his first varsity match here, Zach Mitchell. Matter of fact, he's a freshman who just got out this year. Hadn't been out before, so little green here.
Two 2-0 after one period, Bennett's leads. McNally takes down after Bennett's deferred. Bennett's will ride. McNally fighting hard to stay on the base, now gets to his feet. Bennett's trying to lift with wrist control. There, the front trip takes him back to the mat. Nice duck under by Mitchell. See if he can complete the takedown. No, they just went out of bounds. That was a nice duck under.
That really was. That would have been a nice, a nice takedown.
Again, Coach, this is another guy that steps in and is filling a spot to complete a team. You know, he's probably not going to be a 750 wrestler winning percentage, but you know, he's filling a spot.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's it's a team sport more than an individual sport. And these two kids are wrestling, like I say, first-time wrestlers, and that's pretty. It's pretty nice. And eventually, by next year, the year after, they'll pay. Boy, we're looking here. There's Zach Mitchell. Just got a fireman's carry.
Bennett leads 5-6-1 now as he got 2 near fall. And then McNally got an escape, and then Bennett took him back down. 48 seconds left, second period. Bennett's riding with a 6-1 lead. Mitchell on top now and trying to ride his opponent, which is Cody Dudgeon of Amory. Amory got a pretty good team here.
Amory's got probably one of the best individuals in the state, and Hunter Markle up at 132. He's a 2-time state champion. We got 2 red uniforms on top here.
Now we're experiencing some technical difficulties with track wrestling. It shows that 106-pounders are coming up here real soon.
Bennett's now firing a half on this near side.
Round 3 until round 3 begins.
Trying to run that half.
106-pounders, when it shows up on the screen at this point in time.
McNally to his feet. And the period runs out 6-1. Bennett's with a lead. After 2 periods, he goes down to start the third. 2-1 of the lead for Mitchell, the freshman at 126. After 1 period, they're going on their feet to start the second. Mitchell had 2 really nice shots in that first period. Would have got both of them, but the first one ended up out of bounds. Bennett's on the bottom, working on staying on a high base here.
Boy, it's sense enough to keep this head. That's all. You just got a duck under here. Really nice.
Body lock. Come on, going through it the other way. Oh, he got his neck caught.
It happened.
He might fight. May fight through this. We'll see.
That's almost illegal there. Oh, he had that too.
Bennett leads 8-1 now with 1:15 left third period and has a bar and a half. And McNally goes over on his back close to the edge of the circle. See if Bennett can keep him in bounds.
Swing him in here, Max.
Mitchell got the reversal.
If you get a little extra noise here, it's because it's his grandma over here.
Winning by major decision, Jonathan Seifert.
You're going to tell her to be quiet, Louie?
I'm probably yelling too.
1 minute 17 seconds.
We got a pin over here with
Max Bennett with a pin in 5:07. More pin points for the Red Raiders.
Muskego, 11-7.
Oh, Zach Mitchell, this guy keeps catching his head. We're a 4-6 match over here.
Mitchell
he did a heck of a job getting out of that neck wrench.
34 seconds.
Mitchell keeps control here. Warning stalling. Now, how do you see that?
I don't know.
You got a good match going on there with both kids.
And this kid don't even know how to stall.
Yeah, he's going after it. And you get a stalling call. No points though, just a warning. 6-4, 14 seconds left second period.
He's a pretty good athlete. Hang on here, bud. Lets his head hang over to the side too much. That's how he's getting caught up.
Wrist tied up underneath.
Oh, he's trying to tilt. He's not ready for this
tilt
kind
here.
of stuff. They were going through this last night in practice, and there are things that inexperienced wrestlers shouldn't do. And that's bring themselves on top of themselves. And Max picked up another pin for the Raiders.
That was good. Another 2 points bonus. While we're waiting here for the Mitchell match to resume, Berg Diebel will take on McWanago's freshman Jake Stokowski. And then you got to go to the 160-pound weight class where Jake Tim will wrestle Two Rivers sophomore Tanner Greenwood. And then you move up to the 220-pound weight class where Alex Schwartz from Muskego will take on your Red Raider Mike Weinfurter. That's the second round. The other wrestlers having a bye in this round. Each wrestler will get a bye sooner or later throughout their pool play. And
they've got a discussion going on down here with 126 pounders. The scoreboard says he's up 6'4". I got a feeling they might have got 2 more near fall in there. I think that's what the other coaches are questioning.
So we're looking at maybe a 4-4 tie?
No, I think it's the other way. Because Mitchell was on his back there for quite a while, so that was 5 points right there.
Well, they're going to get it straightened out here with coaching staff from both. The referees are there. Scorebooks are there. The only person that's not down there is Joyce.
No, she'd have it straightened out.
And we wait along with everybody. Anyway, we're going to start the third. It says 2 minutes and starting the second period, so we'll see.
Well, both coaches are over there with their scorebooks and the officials there, and he's looking around for something. And so after a 5-minute discussion, the score remains
6-4.
There we go.
For Cody Dudgeon of Amory. And we're going to start the third period. And now we got to figure out who's got choice for what. And Mitchell's got his choice and he goes down.
Well, this is going to be an interesting matchup.
Caution. Improper starting position on Dudgeon.
Looks like maybe both a couple pretty inexperienced kids.
He maybe could throw the ref in there too.
3 inexperienced kids.
Get your head up. There, stand up. Work it on the hands.
It would be really good.
Dudgeon takes him out of bounds.
Minute 49 left. We had a lot of time in this period. There's going to be some scoring. Oop, we don't want to do that.
Now Mitchell built to a base. Now see if he can come up from here. Needs a little hand control when he comes up. And got that over his shoulder. Now comes up with it. Takes him out in front of him. And the referee stopped it for potentially dangerous. I have no idea why.
Come on.
I have no idea why that was potentially dangerous. They're both standing on their feet.
That was too bad. We really.
Now we're going to come out the backside here. Oh, take the reversal.
But maybe we're better off. Maybe we're better off.
We got 1 point in the escape. We're down by 1.
We can get a takedown. He's better on his feet, I think. This is kind of an unexpected surprise to see him wrestle this quality of match here.
Duck under, body lock, lift.
That's why you get in trouble before.
Front trip this time, or back trip this time. Take down. Oh, he could have been getting near fall.
Real deep, doesn't he?
Get your hip back on top. There you go. He's ahead 7-6 with 42 seconds left yet.
Keep him down. Keep him down here.
Get your head up. Exactly what you said. He lets that baby hang in the danger area. Little spiral type ride here. Take him right over his head. Oh, come up with that leg. 15 seconds left. Trip, takes him back to the mat.
This kid's a pretty good athlete, coach.
Now he fires a half.
Not quite.
Keep the wrist tied up as well.
3 seconds. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Front trip takes him back to the mat. All right, Zachary Mitchell with a win, 7-6.
Unexpected surprise, I think.
Good start for the debut of the Red Raider.
Yeah, and he earned that too. Matter of fact, he fell way behind on a neck wrench.
Team scores through the first round. Amory in first with 39, tied with Ashwaubenon. Freedom tied with Luxembourg Casco in second with 24. Bayport 21.5. Oconto Falls 20, tied with the Red Raiders 20 points in 6th place. Menominee Falls 19.5. Two Rivers 19.5. Again, you got to wrestle some matches to get some points, and Red Raiders made hay with the pins, so that's got them where they're at right now, even though they had about half their team wrestled in the first round.
Well, my guess is that we maybe got a few more buys than some of those, because I think we only lost 2 matches so far in the whole day. That I got a feeling that, well, evidently those other teams got a lot of pins too.
Sure. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to wait for the next Red Raider to step on the mat. We'll be back at the Battle on the Bay from Bayport. Jake Tim at 160 getting ready to go against Tanner Greenwood of Two Rivers. Greenwood is a sophomore. We got to give you a correction here. At 126 pounds, Zachary Mitchell lost on a pin at 155 to Cody Dudson of Amory. And the match that we saw was Berg Diebel, who beat Jake Stakowski of Mukwanago 7-6. So we stand corrected, and we apologize for that mistake.
If we were golfers, we'd take a mulligan.
I guess we'd have to mulligan. 160 Jake Tim on the mat. First round, he lost 5-3 to a #1 seed, Jeremy Diedick, and that was a pretty nice match. I mean, he lost, but still, he was in that match against a quality kid. Basically, a third period takedown was what decided it.
Yeah, he wrestled pretty hard, and Jake always does that. He'll always wrestle, give you all he's got.
Tim backing up Greenwood, got Greenwood on the outside looking in. Slide by attempt, Tim reaches down, tries to get a leg. His length will help him, but may lack a little power.
He's got a little size on this kid.
There's the length, that's where it helped him. 2 takedown. The edge of the mat kept him in bounds. Tim with a lead. Again, after Jake.
This is what we were saying before in a tournament that's pooled like this. You kind of seek your own level. If you're the best in the weight class, it doesn't matter what kind of bracket you have. But if you're kind of in the middle of the road, Jake now, if he can wrestle up to his potential, will wrestle some more guys like this,
right,
and he can get a chance to place, get a chance to get some success, and maybe even get a pinpoint or two here.
Right.
So even though I remember the first time I came to a scramble tournament, it's not for the spectators, because after the first few rounds it's okay, but
then you go into a more of a conventional bracket. Tim's got Greenwood on his back with a half and a tight waist. Now he picks a half out, it's going to scoop the head, and they run out of time. Oh, he called the pin. He called the pin.
So already he picked up 2 more points for us.
That was in 3:38.
He's kind of a team guy. He's never had all the success in the world, but he's always been there when we needed him.
And Jake Tim picks up 2 more team points besides the advancement, so did his job well there for the Red Raiders. Next up at 220 pounds, Mike Weinfurter against Alex Schwartz of Muskego. We'll bring you that match after we take a short break. All right, Mike Weinfurter at 220 stepping on the mat against Alex Schwartz, senior, out of Muskego.
Well,
here you got 2 different.
200 pounds.
Here you got 2 different sized guys here, Coach. Weinfurter, the smaller of the 220 pounders, and Schwartz, a big 220 pounder.
Yeah, Mike probably weighs 199, something like that.
Schwartz looks like he wants to try to rough him up here a little bit. Get pretty physical.
caught adjusting his head.
Yeah. You see that happen a lot in high school. The other night against DC Everest wrestler got caught adjusting the headgear, and and then at Wassa East that happened again. The guy that had the face mask on, adjusting the headgear, and one of our guys took a shot right in and connected. Weinford trails 2-0. He's on the bottom. Got a minute left, first period. And Schwartz.
Round 2 results at 152. Winning by decision, Brendan Naples, Seymour, 11-7. Winning by fall, Casey Anderson, Milwaukee, 2 minutes.
Weinford trying to turn inside now.
Decision, Tyler Jacoby from Quantico, 9-0.
Here's where some length will hurt him here a little bit. He's on the shorter end of that. And around the corner, Schwartz goes, picking an ankle, flattening him back down.
Just pretty much riding here, but I shouldn't have said that.
Round 2 results at 160. Winning by fall, Jake Tim, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, 1 minute 38 seconds. Winning by fall, Justin Prohl, Seymour, 2 minutes 23 seconds. Winning by fall, Alex Thompson, Amory, 3 minutes 1 second. Winning by fall, Justin
Weinford needs to pick his head up here. The referee's kind of looking at him pretty close. End of the period, 2-0, Schwartz of Muskego.
It's pretty frustrating for an experienced wrestler to be on the bottom, and you got somebody bigger than you hanging on your wrist, and I wonder where they're going to put him.
They're going on their feet.
We'll move immediately into round 3.
Oh boy.
Good sprawl back.
Following the conclusion of the 285-pound matches.
Now let's see if we can score from here. Nope, just lets him back up.
13-120. Be up and ready. We will also use all 8 mats.
Drives right through. Facelift attempt. Keep after it here. Ah.
God, he had that too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He just didn't know how close he was to that takedown. Now he's in trouble here with a deep half. Schwartz goes out to the front and runs him over.
Tried to roll away from it.
119 left. There's the pin in 2:46.
Now, let me kind of qualify that a little bit, because he's still in that same pool, and he could have had a pretty good guy here. It's like when you fall out of that pool,
right,
then you can fall down to the next class. So he's pretty frustrated. He's probably the kind of a kid that has had a lot of success in athletics. That's a little hard on the pride right here. But hopefully he'll hang in here and he'll live to fight another day.
Yeah, he's got a few more matches to go for the Red Raiders where he can score some points, help the team out, gain some experience.
Yep.
So that's what we're looking for here out of Mike Weinfurter. That's it for this round of wrestling for the Red Raiders. We'll go to round 3 here shortly, and we'll bring you more from the Battle on the Bay on River Cities Community Access.
No.
Bryson Einerson at 106 steps out against Amory's Jude Ingham, who is a freshman. Einerson, the younger one, Bryce, typical Einerson build, long and lanky. Ingram definitely a lot shorter. Einerson with a dart right at the back of the heel, but just missed it. Another shot down low at the heel. Got that, takes him down, and it's a quick 2-0 lead for the Red Raider. 20 seconds gone.
And this would be a team thing now, because Amory actually is leading this thing in points, so we're meeting them head to head, and this is a pretty low seed here. I think Bryson is like a 5th seed, so if we can pull out a win, we got somebody else wrestling here.
That's Matrix Jisco, and Jisco is taking on Green Bay Preble East freshman Luke Elliott. The Red Raiders will wrestle everybody in this round except Jake Tim and the 220-pounder Weinfurter. So all the Red Raiders will go here this round.
That was a hard double Matrix just shot. Now you have a single to back points here.
Einerson in on another single leg shot. He's got Ingham on the seat of his step and now walks up the body trying to catch some back points along the way. locked hands on Einerson. It's going to be 1 point technical violation. Ingham. Einerson locked his hands around the body while they were on their
knees. We just got a
knees.
count over here. Matrix actually got the fall.
Just going 103 with a first period pin over Luke Elliott of Green Bay Preble East. Just go picking up 4 extra team points so far. 2 pins. Back down to the Einerson match at 106 pounds. Amory opponent, Jude Ingham. 4-2 the lead for Einerson. On the very far corner down there. Einerson with a half and a tight waist. Gotta get some chest pressure back on him if he can. 20 seconds left. Einerson hunting a pin hard here. Referee getting in a nice close look. 10 seconds left. Pin with 4 seconds left first period. 1:56 on the fall.
That's a nice start to this round. 2 pins. Good win in 2 matches.
Next up for the Red Raiders, Patrick Spray against Kane Lacrosse of Luxembourg Casco. Follow that with Zachary Mitchell against Nathan Smith of McWanago. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with a lot more wrestling from Battle on the Bay. Patrick Spray getting ready to go at 120 pounds. First time we've seen this Red Raider on the mat today. Had a first round and a second round bye, basically. So he takes on Kane Lacrosse, a freshman out of Luxembourg Casco.
A lot of freshmen in this tournament.
Yeah.
At least we've seemed to have a few. Patrick was state runner-up last year, and he actually was a 2nd seed here in this tournament.
Spray with a nice single leg shot.
He's improved a great deal.
Trying to climb up the legs here and get both of them tied up. Now he's got 2 as he covers the legs. They work their way out of bounds. In Luxembourg Casco, a program that's got a lot of history.
Yeah.
They always seem to want to come and wrestle the Red Raiders.
Got a lot of tradition over there.
Yeah, a nice single leg. Spray with another takedown.
And we got Zachary Mitchell coming up on the mat right next to him, so we can watch them both.
Nathan Smith of McWanago. Spray lets Lacrosse back to his feet. He leads 4-2, and he nice little sweep shot there. Got another takedown. Spray going to work, doing takedown, cut loose game. Zachary Mitchell got taken down by Nathan Smith, who is ranked 3rd in the state from McWanago. That's a pretty big mismatch there for the Red Raider freshman in Mitchell. Now, Spray looking to try to somehow figure out how he can stack up Lacrosse, but Lacrosse able to get back to a little bit better base. And they work their way off the mat. 42 seconds left. 8-3, Patrick Spray. Spray, the #1 ranked wrestler in the state at 120 pounds.
And their match is over there at 126.
Mitchell was pinned in the first period. And now, like you mentioned before, Coach, he'll fall into a group of kids that'll be more his level.
Probably,
he's out of the pool round.
Yeah. And that's, I know that Scott was having trouble making a decision whether we should bring him with that inexperience in his big tournament or send him to a JV tournament. But again, with the format here and with the fact that maybe just 1 point might be the difference between winning and not winning. So Patrick just got a stick over here.
No, he ran out of time in the period.
Oh.
8-3, I guess there was no near fall and all that when Spray had lacrosse on his shoulders.
I guess I wasn't watching. I just thought he had a pin. So we're going back on our feet.
Spray puts him up and a dart right off the whistle. The referee cautioned him, jumping to start.
He's tough for that low single.
Well, again, you got the reach and the length to get there, and you don't have to penetrate real deep. You can get there with a reach. Front headlock, around the corner he goes. Head to the side.
He spent a lot of time this summer working on that.
It's now 10-4. Cradle coming here by Spray. Walking it up to lock it up. Now he's on this is tight here on the back, stacked right up tight. Pin. In 2:36 on a fall.
Nice job, Patrick.
All right, next up for the Red Raiders, Max Bennett against Jared Holtz. Another tough matchup for the Red Raiders from Menominee Falls. Berg Debo will take on Franklin's Noel Larson, and Dylan Hall gets a Two Rivers Junior in Brandon Holmes. We'll bring you those matches when we return. Max Bennett against Jared Holtz from Menominee Falls, a junior. Tough draw here for the Red Raider. Holtz is ranked number 4 in the state, and he's in on a double leg. Way down on the right side of the gym here at Bayport High School. Bennett's trying to fight to get his hips back up. Holtz got his head outside and able to complete the takedown, turn that corner. Leads 2-0.
Round 3 results in 120. Winning by call, Paul Bianchi, 2 Rivers, 51 seconds. Winning by call, Patrick Spray, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, 2 minutes 36 seconds. Winning by call, Aaron Daly, Menominee Falls, 1 minute 30 seconds. Winning by major decision, Cody Vogel, East Troy, 16-5.
Bennett's building back to a base now. And Holtz takes him back down to the mat.
This has been a tough match. Holtz was seated second here. And we're about a half a mile away from the
Yeah, we're a long ways away here. The big gymnasium. But again, Richie Nichols giving you the best seats in the house.
Can he hear you say that? Oh.
He's smiling.
I guess I better not be saying anything.
Tight waist, trying to get to a bar, and he's got it in there, does Holtz on Bennett. 20 seconds left. 2-0 the lead for Holtz.
Uh-oh.
Hard bar in a turn.
Pretty tight bar on here.
Got Bennett's on his back for 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bennett's trying to roll through. He survived the period.
Yeah, we made it through the first period.
3, near fall, Holtz. And again, Holtz ranked number 4 in the state. Division 1.
Well, this is probably Max's best position on top.
And Holtz is going down to start the second. And it's lifts when Holtz gets to his feet, takes him back to the mat. Holtz quickly back to his feet. And he gets the hand separator, gets the escape. 6-0. And the headgear comes off of Bennett, so they stop it with no wrestler having an advantage. And let him strap that back on. 6-0 Bennett's trail.
Round 3 results at 126. Winning by fall, Nathan Smith of Quantico, 45 seconds.
Russian arm tie, clears him into a double. Bennett's trying to lock him and roll him through. Holtz rides right with him, catches a leg, takes him down.
Henry Brady, Bayport, 9-0.
That's pretty tough attack
Winning by
there.
fall, Mason Mantuple, Freedom, 43 seconds. Winning by fall, River Kowalski, Southern Door, 1 minute 12
Now you can visually see the difference between one of the elite kids in the state at the weight class and somebody that's an up-and-comer, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Winning by technical fall, Meeting Graf, West of Pier, 15-0.
I think we got Boone Diebel down in that area coming up too. I like it a lot better when they're down here in front of us.
And a tip attempt now, score near fall is Holtz. Legs right on this near side, Bennett gets stomach back down. Three more near fall, it's 10-0, 28 seconds left, second period. Bennett's back to a base now, trying to work up from here. Holtz with wrist control underneath, hops the side, comes around, trying to barbed wire that up.
Get through this period, Max. Only got about 5 seconds left here.
Bennett hangs tough on the bottom there, not allowing Holtz to turn him. Now Holtz throws the legs right in again, hips him over, and the period runs out. 11-0 after 2 periods, Holtz lead. And we do have Berg DeBile taking on Noel Larson of Franklin. Larson is a junior, excuse me, Berg Diebel, excuse me.
Nice try.
Cleanup time, we'll swing you over to the Diebel match.
That way he banged in a few of those crossfaces. I suppose it's a little nosebleed.
Larson with a front headlock on Diebel. Diebel trying to face him yet. First period action. Shotgun by, Diebel still facing. And they're off the mat. Both on their feet. Franklin, a team that's been in the state team tournament a few years.
This should be a toss-up match, I'm thinking.
Sweep shot, Diebel sprawls, gets off the mat. Now come back in, both on their feet. Another shot in by Larson. Moving in a deep single.
Oh.
Just catches that far arm and tosses Diebel down to the mat, gets a takedown. Bennett's back on the mat now. Trying to ride, Holtz picking a leg and puts Bennett's on the seat of his step-in with his back somewhat exposed and gets a reversal in a scramble. Bennett's turned stomach down. Holtz goes to a conventional ride.
And I think it's a tech fall already.
Tech fall in 4 minutes, 27 seconds. Jared Holtz over Max Bennett. And the Diebel match now continues. Oh, excuse me, Diebel just got pinned in the first period. And right behind him is Dylan Hall ready to go.
I thought we could have done a little better in this match. I don't think either one of us saw actually where he got pinned. He was behind some people. I kind of was surprised.
I didn't get to see it either. We looked away and watched a little bit of Max's match. This is Dylan Hall's first time out on the mat for the Red Raiders in this tournament. We had a bye in the first round and second. This is Brandon Holmes out of Two Rivers. Holmes is a junior. $145-pounders. Hall with an underhook and a collar tie. And I think you'd be looking for a launching pad type situation here. Hall trying to stand him up a little bit. Now drops down, changes levels. Body lock, toss. Didn't have it tight enough, just lost him. Holmes able to survive that barrage. They come back to their feet. Seen again, the wrestler adjusting the headgear and somebody taking a shot, prime time to do it.
Nice shot there by Dylan.
In the scramble. Rolling through close to the edge of the mat. Holmes trying to come back out the back door.
No, Dylan, don't give this away here, buddy. His kid
they're
goes
off
out
the mat.
a little bit.
9 seconds left. 0-0. They're both up. So now the clock is running. I'm not sure which clock we're at. Evidently, it's that one. 22 seconds left for Dylan Hall's match. You gotta, like we had mentioned before, you gotta kind of figure out where the clocks are for which mat.
Oh, Dylan,
lateral
no.
drop attempt.
You don't have to do that there, bud.
Underarm Jap Wizard spin. Gets to a single. Drops down to lock it up again. Time runs out before takedown is controlled. Oh, a flurry at the end of the match. Wow.
That's Dylan. There's going to be a lot of action. I'm not sure always with the score 0-0 why you want to go to a low percentage move like that, but he did have a lot of action there. This Stewart kid can wrestle.
Holmes on the bottom, start the second period. He hits a hard stand up and Hall cuts him loose. 1-0 the lead for Holmes. Both wrestlers shot it at the same time.
Yeah.
And Holmes has got a low single.
Yep. They both counter pretty well. But you're right, now Dylan ended up on his hip.
And there's 2 takedown, I guess. Oh, Hall's got to get his leg free, get remaining control, got a better ride now.
It's a wild match.
Yeah, sometimes, Coach, you think you gotta stay as somewhat more conventional and kind of take the energy out of the guy for a while before you can get some of that wild action stuff going on.
That's not Dylan.
No. Peyton Einerson at 152 on the match against McWanago's Tyler Jacoby. And it's 2-2, 36 seconds left, second period in Hall's match. Einerson still 0-0, 35 seconds left first period. They're on their feet. Russian arm tied by Holmes now on Hall. 20 seconds remaining, second period. Einerson with a takedown leads 2-0 with 10 seconds left in the first period.
And that's pretty good position for Peyton. Because when he's on top, he's pretty tough.
Underarm spin attempt by, and got taken down by Holmes at the end of the period. 4-2, Hall trails.
Come on, Dylan.
Hall's choice, he goes down to start the third. Einerson leads 2-0, starting the second in the down referee's position. Legs ride now by Holmes on Hall. He's trying to sit through it and can't do that. crossbody bar by Holmes on Hall has him flattened out right now. Now ball back to a higher base, but gets a double leg stride thrown in. Heinerson with 2 near fall. He leads 4-0 with a minute and a half left, second period. Stalemate called in the Hall match. 1:19 left, third period.
Dylan's got to break this loose here because this kid rides legs pretty well. We got to stay off our hip here.
Ball down to a high base. To his feet, working on hands.
Come on, Dylan. No.
Tries to reach back and grab a head and made it work temporarily.
And he's got it.
Now he's got that headlock.
He's got it.
2 reversal and score near fall. Whoa. Heinerson with a pin in 3 minutes 6 seconds.
Dylan's got a, this is a tight headlock he's got out here.
And Hall ends up squeezing him up.
Wow.
Wins the match 7-4.
Winning by decision, Mason Rutherford, River Valley, 6-2.
That was a wild and woolly match.
That's Dylan. Boy, you throw caution to the wind. That was not a good place to throw a headlock.
No.
But he's done that before. He'll probably always do it.
As long as he has success,
The bottom line
it works.
We won the match.
Peyton Heinerson again with a pin at 3:07. And next up will be Brock Bennett's at 170 against Justin Eich of Seymour. Nathan Fuller against Noah Van Schindel of Seymour. Cody Abel against Zach Marchant of Southern Door. We'll bring you those matches when we return. All right, Brock Bennett's at 170. Going to step out against Seymour's junior, Justin Eich. Bennett's in a first round matchup against Zach Hensel McQuarrie. We got a pin in 108. And a second round bye. Second time on the mat in this tournament for the Red Raider.
Well, we'll see how Brock does here. He gets a lot of motion on his feet here. He's pretty quick, real quick as a matter of fact.
The shot low at the back of the heel.
That was kind of a quick shot.
Goes into the double, got a takedown. Trying to work up the body. Technical violation, locked hands, Bennett's 1 point Eich.
That's a poor call. That's a pinning combination. The other guy on his back.
Round 3 results at 152. Winning by fall, Chris Young, 2 Rivers, 1 minute 40 seconds.
In any event, 2-1 Bennett's, 1:30 left, first period.
16-1. Winning by fall, Peyton Heinerson, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, 3 minutes 4 seconds. Winning by decision, sudden victory, Blaisdell Freedom, 6-1. Winning by decision, Sam Foley, East Troy, 4-2.
One of the 2 teams in this tournament, Coach Seymour and West Lapeer, that don't have any ranked wrestlers in the lineup. So you're looking for big points out of Brock here.
Winning by fall, Ben Custer, Wrightstown, 3 minutes 22 seconds.
Tip attempt. Scored near fall. Gets the hips up when he loses the wrist control. Bennett's again pulls in Eich. Keeps him on the mat. Doesn't allow him to get a fresh restart. And they're off the mat. 36 seconds left. 4-1 the Red Raider leads. Cody Abel getting ready to go against Zach Marchant of Southern Door, who is a sophomore. And that'll be down right in front of us here. Bennett's in the top riding position. Takes Eich off his base. Right on the whistle.
His role model always was Ben Askren, who is probably one of the best wrestlers ever out of the state. But he's got his hair like him and whatever. But the funk, it's this kind of stuff. It's not always hammering a hard half Nelson. It's funky. And he just picked up probably 3 more points here.
And End of the period, 7-1 Bennett's leads after one period. Abel down right in front of us now on the mat against Noah Van Schindel of Seymour. Van Schindel only a freshman.
They wrestle like two Seymour guys?
Or, excuse me, I'm going to change that. Zach Merchant of Southern Door. I looked at the wrong bracket. That's Merchant of Southern Door that Abel is wrestling with a takedown and a cut loose.
That's a nice shot.
Bennett's on the bottom to start the second period. Now hits a switch, gets the reversal, leads 9-1. Little tip attempt by Bennett's again. Tipping over, little legs ride, scooping that head, turning the shoulders, got near fall coming.
Using the funk.
Yeah.
Cody's trying to go upper body with this guy.
Arm bar on her wrist now by Bennett's.
Ooh,
trying to run it towards the head, Abel with another takedown.
Oh, yeah, step over there. That's his big brother's move there.
Basically a double arm bar. Now got ice stacked up on his shoulders, and there's the pin in 3-13 on the fall. Bennett's with 2 pins on the day so far. Back down to Cody Abel. Right dead in front of us. Abel leads 4-1 with 11 seconds left. Nathan Fuller is going to wrestle Noah Van Schindel of Seymour when he hits the mat.
Oh, did we bring Fuller along today?
First time he'll be on the mat today. He's had 2 byes in a row. Abel with a high lift off while he takes Marchant back to the mat. And that is end of period 1. 4-1 Abel. And now Marchant's choice. He's wandering around looking at the coaches, deciding what they want to do, and he said they're going to go on top.
There aren't too many choices there.
Yeah, you got top, bottom, and both on your feet.
That was a hard switch.
Yeah, it was. 1 point escape Abel. I had Marchant flying around the mat. Here's a guy you'd think that Cody, go after with good, very solid, basic stuff, half and a wrist type stuff, take him to his back, pin him, get rid of him. Saving some energy. Tougher matches to come. 7-1 to lead for the Red Raider. Off the mat they work. 105 left, still 7-1, Abel to lead. You're going to put him on his feet. You've said this before, Coach. Sometimes it's easier to get somebody to their back from their feet than it is wrestling on the mat.
It probably always is. It depends on what kind of wrestler you got, but when you get taken down, your first thought is not to give up the takedown, but half the time you're headed towards your shoulders. So. Especially if it's an upper body throw, and that's what Cody likes to do. And so you got a guy here that doesn't really want to wrestle him. Well, I say that, then he shoots.
Got an ankle right on the left leg. I'm trying to get his leg over the top and free it.
That's nice.
He's got the takedown. Fuller yet to come out, but getting ready. Might be on the same mat that Abel's on. End of the period as Abel lifts Marchant. And it's 9-2. Abel thought the match was done. Took his red leg band off, ankle band off. Referee said, well, why don't you just kind of put that back on? He had 2 more minutes left yet.
Well, check with his math teacher.
Yeah. 3 2-minute periods in high school wrestling. There's a nice, just a blow-through double.
Went right through him.
11-2, Abel.
Come on, Cody. Let's get that other point here.
Yeah, if he's got a little bit of a tougher time riding or turning from the top there, cut him loose and take him down a number of times and get the tech fall. You don't want to burn off your clock sitting on your knees.
Yeah, he wants to. Scott isn't there, so. It's hard to get tech falls with just takedowns. You got to somewhere get a set of back points in there.
.110 left, 11-3 Abel. Shot into a single, takes him down.
Stay in there, get some points.
Gives up the leg lace, goes to a tight waist and a wrist.
Cut him again.
They cut him one more time, 13-4. And Marchand shoots in. Abel trying to back trip with a little facelift, takes him to his back. Now you got a chance to pin him, put him away here, Cody. There it is. 5:21 on the fall time for Cody Abel.
That was a pretty hard facelift there.
You can see him when he was on his feet, knowing he wanted to get that trip. And he stayed on his feet long enough to set it up.
Style of wrestling.
5:21 on the pin. Cody Abel over Zach Marchand of Southern Door. 2 pins for Abel in the tournament so far. Nathan Fuller getting set to go against Noah Van Schindel of Seymour on mat number 5, and that's coming up right now. And the only other Red Raider to wrestle this round will be Bo Thompson, the 285-pounder, to take on River Valley's Tyler White. That match upcoming yet. Right now, boy, there's 2 different body styles, Coach. Van Schindel, it's like a basketball player coming out on the floor. Van Schindel, only a freshman. Fuller just blows right into a double, drives him straight back, takes him down, they're off the mat. 2 points, Fuller. And they're going to put him on his feet, cut him loose, give him a free ride, and a point. 2-1 Fuller.
Round 3 results at 160. Winning by fall, Jeremy Diedick, East Troy, 41 seconds. Winning by technical
underhook and elbow control by Fuller.
Winning by decision, Jason Burke, Milwaukee.
Around the corner he goes, little short drag, catches a leg, takes him down. 4-1 Fuller.
Winning by decision in sudden victory, Jack Rathburn, Bayport, 5-3.
Jason is really explosive. Really explosive on his feet.
Winning by major decision, Colin Newcott, Luxembourg Casco, 8-0. And winning by decision, Jake Youngster.
Van Schindel not sure he wants to get tied up in here with Fuller. He's been defense always sticking chicken. And there's the pin.
That was
103.
Well, he came out to wrestle.
And Van Schindel really didn't want to have any part of the whole deal. It looked like from the start of the first whistle, he was the defense backing up all the while.
I haven't heard that sticking chicken thing since Terry Steak's been around.
Nice takedown right to the back.
Yeah.
Next up for the Red Raiders, as I had mentioned, Bo Thompson against River Valley's senior Tyler White.
And that might be a little while.
We'll bring you that match here after we take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more of the Battle on the Bay.
Winning by fall, McKinley.
Bo Thompson Thompson on the mat now at 285 pounds. And he has got Tyler White of River Valley, and there's a quick takedown for the big Red Raider heavyweight. White is a senior. Thompson a senior as well. Little tip rolled through by Thompson, not quite able to control him.
At the conclusion of these matches, we will take a 20-minute
Thompson ranked number 3 in the state at 285. Cradle now by the Red Raider heavyweight. Has White on his back in deep trouble.
He does a lot of things that heavyweights don't do.
There's a pin in 39 seconds.
He's a pretty good athlete. He's real strong. He's pretty tall. He must be about 6'3". We had another heavyweight like that years ago and used legs really well, and maybe it was a little more vicious than this guy. His name was Rocky B.
Quite a bit more vicious, I would say. That's probably a one of a kind.
There we go. Yeah, probably is. Anyway, that's pretty nice. So Bo gets another stick for us. So we've racked up another bunch of pins. Without looking again here real close, we're real close to being.
I think the scores are about 251 to 240, 2.5. I think the Red Raiders, as you showed us, we're in second place now. Again, big difference was, we were talking about this, the Red Raiders wrestled about half the team in the first round, the others got buys.
Yeah.
The second round they wrestled the other half the team, and the first half got buys. This third round they wrestled all but 2 weight classes, so they were able to score and pick them a lot of points.
Well, we won a lot of matches and scored a lot of pin points.
That's right.
And I would expect we probably had a dozen of those already, which means more than 20 points we've scored. So it's a little different team than it's been. I think we had a little depth and some quality, and look forward to the rest of the day here.
And some of those young guys, they've wrestled a year or 2 now, so they've gotten some experience, even though they were young at one point in those maybe down years, if you would put it as that.
Those seniors are gone.
Yeah, that's right. So the Red Raiders are through the pool action here. First 3 rounds of wrestling. Now they get put into brackets according to how they wrestled in their pool. So we'll give you the updated matches and team scores when we return to the second half of the Battle on the Bay. Back now into the bracketed half of the tournament. Bryson Einerson will take on Jacob Zellner of Green Bay Preble East. Zellner is a junior. Red Raiders are in second place in the tournament, behind Freedom. Freedom has 304.5 points. The Red Raiders 269, Bayport 256.5. That's your top 3. Countered by Einerson. Back on their feet, neutral. Einerson is now on a low dart right at the back of the heel. Gonna pull that leg in and elevate. Einerson looking to come out the back side here if he can. Now trying to get to a double, but got his head caught underneath. And Zellner able to get back to his feet and neutral. Einerson, a pretty fair size 106-pounder. Russian arm tie by Zellner, and Einerson yanks that out of there. Shot in by Einerson at the knee. Trying to come up with it, and then backs off. 27 seconds left. Einerson another shot. And countered. Einerson slaps a collar tie on. 12 seconds left in the period. Still no score. Zellner with a shot to a single, has it off the mat. 1 second left, end of the period comes, 0-0 after 1 period. Zellner goes down to start the second. Einerson on top, going to ride and try to turn. Wrist tied up, chopped it in, did Einerson. Now Zellner to his feet. Einerson locks up on the body, and Zellner able to get the hands free and the escape. And he leads 1-0. Back to the center of the mat, neutral position. Russian arm tie by Zellner. Drug Einerson to the mat. Einerson quickly back to his feet. Shot by Einerson, but missed. Zellner pretty good defensively here. And they work their way off the mat with 1:20 remaining. Second period.
They've been wrestling for a while.
Shot by Einerson and missed. Zellner looking to counter. Einerson comes to his feet. Einerson again with a shot. Zellner with a counter. That's what he's waiting to do, and he spins behind and covers Einerson. And it's now 3-0 the lead. Again, Zellner out of Green Bay Preble East. Definitely a counter wrestler. Einerson's taking his shots, and Zellner's countered numerous times already. Einerson trying to come up, Zellner picking an ankle, trying to ride him out of bounds. And he does. Back to the center they go. Einerson will be down in the referee's position. Einer's got 30 seconds. The clock did not start. Now it runs. So Einerson gained about 2 seconds of time there. Trying to work to get out. Zellner just riding and hanging on. Einerson's got to go now. 8 seconds left. Try and get one back. Snatching ahead. He's got one. It's 3-1 now. Einerson trailed after 2 periods. Einerson's choice. He's going down. Almost able to catch the head in reverse Zellner, but not quite. This way now, if he gets that reversal, he can tie the match. Einerson got to get off his hip though. Gets back to a base now. Just wrist control and a ride for Zellner. That's all he's done. He hasn't tried to advance that position or turn Einerson in any way, shape, or form. Einerson trying to work to a base. And Zellner has not got off a parallel yet. Einerson is scrambled, trying to come up to his feet. And Zellner takes him back to the mat. 1:06 left. Comes to his feet now. Zellner hanging on, taking him towards the side. Einerson's got to keep working his way up. Put a foot down, both of them up now. And again, Zellner walking him towards the edge of the mat. Warning, stalling, good call. 1 point, fleeing the mat. Zellner. Now we're in a better position. 3-2, we trail. But now an escape ties the match again. Don't have to reverse him. Whoever reversal wins could win the match. Matrix Cisco on the mat now against Bennett Temple of Seymour, a junior. Cisco with 2 first period pins so far in the tournament. 24 seconds left. Zellner is just hung on and rode the whole time. Has not done anything to turn or try to advance his position. The referee's just sitting there watching it go. Einerson 1 foot on the mat. 5 seconds left. Zellner just rode out a period and a half and did nothing but hung on. And he scored 1 more point than Einerson. 3-2. Einerson goes down to defeat. Matrix Gisco on the mat leads 4-2 already over Bennett Temple Seymour. Also Patrick Spray on the mat. He is ahead 4-1 starting the second period. Spray is wrestling Eric Halverson of Pewaukee. First time we've seen a Pewaukee wrestler today. 6-2, Gisco with a takedown. Gisco working on the single leg, pulling Temple back into the mat, trying to get a near side cradle. Spray gets the escape. He leads 5-1. Now just drives over Halverson. Spray now with a cradle, and the referee has not given a reverse or a takedown yet. As the only thing that Halverson has, he's reaching underneath and grabbing a toe, and that's it. Finally got the takedown. He's got a cradle on him for 25 seconds already. 6-2 after 2 periods. Gisco leads. He will ride starting
updated coaches brackets printed onto the head table.
tip attempt by Gisco. Scoring near fall is the Red Raider.
They are now available at the head table.
Spray leads 7-2, 15 seconds left, second period. He is riding. Gisco with a wrist tied up. Now has it worked up behind the back. Just about. 8-2 he leads with 1:27 left. Period number 2. Patrick Spray. Got, I do believe, a penalty point here. He's got 1 more point added onto his score, and he was on top of riding, so it had to be a penalty. Gisco takes an 8-2 lead with 1:04 left. They're going to put him back on his feet. It's going to be 8-3. Gisco going to work from his feet. 2 minutes left in the Spray match. He's ahead 8-1. Starting on their feet in the third. 126-pounder Zachary Mitchell, due to some of the lack of wrestlers in his weight class, has finished in 17th place in the tournament and scored a couple of points for the Red Raiders, and that's what you're hoping for.
Quarterfinal results at 106. Winning by decision, Matt Anderson, Anomaly Falls 6-4. Winning by decision, Jacob Zellner, Green Bay Purple Ace 3-2. Winning by decision, Brody Coast, 2 Rivers 7-0. And winning by technical fall, Garrison Murphy, Freedom 22-6. Consolation round.
Gisco still looking to get the takedown here. He's did all but get a takedown, and he called a stalemate. 15 seconds left, second period. 10-3, Matrix Gisco in the lead. Patrick Spray with 1 minute left, and the clock still runs. 8-1 in the third period.
And winning by fall, Bryce Peterson, O'Connell Falls, 5 minutes and 32 seconds. Could we please have Ryan Shevchik at the head table? Ryan Shevchik, please report to the head table.
Chisco will start the third period in the bottom of the 10-7 lead, and Spray with another takedown leads 10-1 right now with 40 seconds left, third period action. Chisco with the escape, 11-3 his lead. He's to a major right now. Looking to add on. Left, just go in on a single, do a double. Can he complete it? Yes, he does. 13-3, minute 17 left. Now you got to make a quick decision. You want to try and turn and pin? You want to try and look for a tech fall? You're going to try and ride and turn and pin, evidently. Spray winning the match 10-1. Over Eric Halverson of Pewaukee. Major decision for the Red Raider. Extra half team point. Half team point may not seem much, but the Red Raiders defeated Stoughton in the state championship one year by a half point, and one of their wrestlers tossed a headgear into the stands after a match, cost them a team point, and Stoughton would have won by a half team point. So that's how important a half of a team point can be. Chisco 16-3 with 12 seconds left. Stepping over the body. Tip attempt. Near fall coming. That'll be a tech fall in 6 minutes. 18-3. Matrix Chisco with a technical fall win. Patrick Spray with a 10-1 major decision. Bryson Anderson at 106 went down 3-2. And Zachary Mitchell at 126 done wrestling, finishing in 7th place. Max Bennett takes on Bryce Ash of O'Connell Falls. Berg Diebel gets Logan Van Handel of Little Chute, and Dylan Hall takes on Hunter Pulowski of Southern Door. We'll bring you those matches when we return to the Battle of the Bay. And we're back now to Battle of the Bay. 132-pounder Max Bennett is going to take on Oconto Falls senior Bryce Ash. 10th grader, excuse me.
Quarterfinal results at 120.
Bennett has a technical fall. Excuse me. He has a pin. And Bennett's on the mat now, working a Russian arm tie.
Oh, we got Max back on the mat here.
Consolation round 1. Results at 120. Winning by fall, Brian Bogan, Muskego.
Oconto Falls has had a pretty good program here as of late. They're a program that's been building and had a lot of success here lately.
They've had some pretty good, real good individuals up there.
1 minute 31 seconds.
Still no score, both on their feet. Minute 10 left, first period.
Oh boy, Max, this probably is
headlock here.
his best place on his feet. Oh, what's the barrel roll, Max?
Barrel roll coming, get your face out, there you go. Now a toss attempt, pop your head out the back, and they step off the mat.
I'm glad he got through that barrel roll thing, because that's he's kind of one of his Achilles heels. That's a 5-point move there.
Bennett's with a Russian arm tie now. And breaks out of that. 25 seconds left. Shot in, counter. Can he spin behind and get there? Not quite. Underhook by Bennett. Better head position by Ash. 10 seconds remaining. Body lock.
Don't have to do it here, Max.
And they walk out of bounds. 2 seconds left. End of one period, 0-0, and that's all right to be there at that end of one period.
I think so in his case. And
it shows down. Start the second period. Stood up right to his feet. Little tip and a roll.
He's still on that tip. Come on, Max. Get that arm loose. Looks like this kid really likes being on top.
And this kind of rolls through. Can he get to his feet?
Look at that. Atta boy.
One in the escape.
I don't suppose you're supposed to be clapping when you're narrating here, but it is my grandson.
Russian arm tie again by Bennett. Didn't like the way that felt. Backed out of it.
Ash wants to throw here, it looks like.
Bennett's into a body lock. Left. Takes him backwards. Drags the feet. Got two to take down.
Atta boy. Oh, he squeezed him up pretty good there.
He stayed on the right corner of the hips that time. He didn't get the wrong side there where he could have got tossed.
He's real powerful. So he gets hold of somebody's body, he'll be okay.
Switch attempt.
Come on, come on. Stay Max. Get behind
Ash
those
is
arms.
flying on the bottom trying to get out.
Yeah, really.
1 minute left. Bennett's 3-1.
Get the wrist here, Maxwell.
Bennett's trying to turn a wrist in, chop an arm down, and Ash is staying solid in a base here.
Guy wants to roll him pretty bad, yeah.
And 1 point escape, and Ash just kind of casually walked back to the center, turning his back. Bennett's almost able to sneak in on a shot.
Stretch him out here, bud.
Bennett's good work to a body lock again here. That worked pretty good for him the last time. See if he can set that up and get in nice and deep. Seven seconds left. Bennett's with a lead.
3-1.
3-1, that's right though. One was right behind a basketball scoreboard. What's that doing in the gym?
There you go. Get that wrist, Max. Pull that wrist in, buddy.
Sit out, roll attempt coming. Bennett staying behind. Got to get him flat off his base.
Underneath there. This kid don't lose his base very good.
Bennett's still riding hard on top, getting off to the side, exposing himself.
I think he's got that wrist down.
It keeps the stalling calls away.
Come on, get that wrist in here, buddy.
Ash flattens out, swims the arms ahead. Now they got a warning stalling. Warning the first time, no points. 124. 3-1, Bennett's with a lead. Again, Berg Diebel coming up against Little Chutes Logan Van Handel. Dylan Hall with a tough matchup against Southern Door Hunter Pawlowski. Roll attempt.
4 minutes, 49 seconds.
Max almost able to catch him with his back exposed.
It's a dangerous guy. He's rolling all over the place.
1 minute left. Granby roll. Looking. Here's Ash. Bennett stretches the leg out.
Our enemy is the ref going to call a caution here for the way he's waving his arms all around here.
He's trying to fire a half here on the right side.
30 seconds.
Switch attempt coming. Be smart, give up one. 1 point escape quickly, and in on a barrel roll is Ash. And he's got the takedown. It's now 4-3 Ash with 15 seconds left. And he's got an arm barbed wired up underneath, and he's going to put pressure down and keep him here.
That's what I say, that the barrel roll guys, he's not very good at defending them.
4-3, Bennett goes down, a tough loss there after he was ahead most of the match. Last 30 seconds ended up catching him. Tough loss for the Red Raider. He's got another couple of matches to go, so he's got more chances to score points. Again, next up, Berg Diebel against Logan Van Handel, Little Chute. Dylan Hall against Hunter Pavlowski of Southern Door. And Peyton Heinerson, another tough match, Elijah Alt of River Valley. We'll be back with more Red Raider Wrestling on River City's Community Access. Berg Diebel at 138, taking on Logan Van Handel, a sophomore out of Little Chute. I think this is maybe the first time we wrestled a Little Chute wrestler today. Van Handel in on a single leg, being the aggressor here. Berg Diebel is playing defensive. And Van Handel comes in charging at him. Shoots in a double. 2 takedown. Head snatch, sit out, faced him, got an escape. Now Diebel's got to try and stay on the same pace as Van Handel. He's a step behind right now.
Little Chute boy seems like he got pretty aggressive, but I guess we'll see. Berg is not a very fast starter, really.
Slow shot in, got caught. Front headlock. He's got to get his head picked up out of here. Diebel into a nice shot there. Lifts, takes it out, catch him on his back. Got a half, loose, lost it. Darn it. Good shot there, though.
That was a real good shot. Nice double.
And he kind of went in, came in up high above the hips and went down after he got there to a double. Could have went to a body lock from there as well.
A little easier watching it here than it is there, probably.
Oh, yeah. Diebel with a wrist pinned across the back. This is a good position.
Oh, stay there, buddy. Stay there. Oh, we got this, buddy.
Arm bar and a half. Take your time. Get 2.
Oh, not enough time, maybe.
Got 2. 2 near fall. Diebel. Nice wrestling at the end of the period. 5-2 now. The Red Raider leads. Now, Diebel's going down to start the second period. Diebel to stand up, working on hand control. Keeping the hips, trying to keep them away.
Oh, boy. Nice.
Van Handel just kind of gives him a fling and lets him go. Gives him a 1-point escape.
Never saw that move before.
I guess that's a long distance release. That's like a fish coming off just right before you pull it in the boat, I guess. We'll take it. 6-2 right now.
The Little Chute boy has slowed down a little already from that pace he started with.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Yeah, really.
because it was looking like we could have been in a little bit of trouble here at that pace. Diebel's maybe adjusted a little bit to the pace as well.
Well, he's a 9th grader getting used to varsity wrestling. Probably takes off. This is a nice front headlock
here.
Yeah, really.
Head in the side, right around, pick the knee. Does some nice things on the mat.
Oh, he's a little abusive. This kid don't get off his belly, so.
May not have a choice.
Yeah.
Got that half in deep. Bar pinned across the back. Working him over. This is tight. 10 in 3:45.
So he's found a place where he can be competitive now, and that's 2 more pinpoints.
2 more pinpoints. Like that ever was a good match, except for about the first 30 seconds. Good match there by Berg Diebel. Dylan Hall right down below us here. This will be a tough match. Hunter Pawlowski, a Southern Doris senior. Yeah. Pawlowski is ranked number 6 in the state at this weight. Hall 13th at 152.
Just had lunch there with Dylan. He sounds like he wrestled this guy before.
Hall into a nice single leg shot. Pawlowski trying to reach in again.
I'm scared of this barrel roll stuff.
They worked their way off the mat. Good counter by Pawlowski. Pawlowski working on a forehand right on the face of Hall. Pawlowski with a shot in. Fireman's got the takedown on Hall. Oh no, working to get to his feet.
Years when you don't use that barrel roll stuff, it's easy to get caught in it.
Hall not quite able to get free. He had everything but a foot free. And Pawlowski hung on to him. He's looking to get to a cradle here. Oh, List takes it back the other way. One escape.
One, both his feet were in before they went out. It's a good thing I'm not ref for this.
2-1, Pawlowski leads. He's got a takedown, Hall's got an escape. 43 seconds left first period. Oh, working off the right knee. In, Pawlowski put him in a Russian. Now underhook, collar tie.
Not enough time anymore here.
Pawlowski backed right off the mat as soon as that underhook and collar tie came.
Well, Dylan's an easy scout, you know.
Yeah.
If he throws a left-hand headlock and he does it a lot.
Hall's going to defer his choice. Pawlowski's going down. And Hall's going to give him the 1 point free ride to his feet. Pawlowski with a 3-1 lead. Looking to get a takedown to tie. Pawlowski into that barrel roll stuff again.
That's his thing, isn't it? Come on, fight this girl, boy.
Oh, they gave that the takedown there.
No, that's a poor call. That is a poor call.
Toes are at least on the line, if not out, and the referee gave the call for 2. That's a big takedown in this match. 5-1. Hall back to a base, reaches back, stands up, Kowalski drops down on a leg. Got it elevated. Hall, headlock, throwing it. Kowalski rolled through it, knew it coming, got there. He just released that headlock enough to give himself some space to recover and cover him up for two.
Well, he was going to get rolled through.
Yep.
There you go.
5-3 now, Hall trails. 1 minute, 4 seconds left, second period.
This kid wants to roll from all over.
Yes, he does.
You can't reach over the top, Joe. It's kind of a tough score here.
Okie choked. And that was out of bounds. Before they weren't out of bounds.
We got 45 seconds here with the Hall leading 5-3.
Hall is down 5-3.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. I knew that, I just didn't say it. This is tough. You want to ride tough, but yet you don't.
Okie choke again.
Don't try it again, Dylan.
And they cut him loose. 6-3 or 30 seconds left. Second period. Underhook by Hall with head position. Kowalski comfortable on the outside edge of the circle here, and he's going to try a double arm toss here. And they gave him two. 8-3 Hall trails now. End of 2 periods. Hall going to go down, start the third.
That last takedown really hurt.
That was a big takedown there. Hall up to a high base, turns the face. Kowalski cuts him loose.
Now you got to score some bonus points somewhere in there to pull this match out. And Dylan's a kind of a guy that can do it, but Kowalski kind of seems like that kind of guy too.
Hard whizzer by Kowalski off the counter from the single. And they're out of bounds.
Could we please have a trainer in the medical services area? Training for the medical services area.
And Kowalski in a position now to not really have to do a lot.
Yeah, and you see he's backing right out to the edge of the mat. Anything that Dylan does is going to go out of bounds. And Dylan's looking for the throw. The Kowalski knows what he's looking for.
There's the underhook. There's the barrel roll attempt. Out of bounds they go. Warning, stalling Kowalski. Well, at least he hit him.
Yeah, really.
Minute 3 left yet. Third period, 8-4 Kowalski. Again, Hall's got to get a takedown to the back here.
Well, we got to get some lateral motion here.
Kowalski again, defense, defense, defense.
Backs out and then hits the barrel roll. Yeah, this is the place where the ref should bang him up because he's obviously milking the clock.
36 seconds left. Kowalski with just a half a shot. It looks like an attempt, but it's not really.
Looks good. And then gets out to the outer edge.
Yep, now he's on the outside again. And the ref won't make another call.
Tough wrestling when you get a guy that knows how to wrestle with a lead. Oh boy.
Hall with a shot. Kowalski with a reshot in. 2 takedown Hall. 8-6. And Hall up too high. Kowalski trying to come out the back.
He's trying to score points, but
8-6. Hunter Kowalski with a win.
he wrestled pretty darn well. The call there, that takedown at the end of that second
With the feet dragging out of bounds.
It took its toll, because otherwise this would have been a tie match.
Right. Would have been 6-6, and we still would have been wrestling.
Yeah.
In any event, Paul goes down 8-6, got a chance to score more points in upcoming matches. Peyton Einerson gets Elijah Alt of River Valley. That'll be a tough matchup. Jake Tim takes on Michael Letter of Southern Door. Brock Bennett gets Vic Perez of Ashwaubenon. Nathan Fuller, Corey Gendron of Southern Door. Cody Abel, Jake Flizakowski of Bayport. Mike Weinfurter waits for the semifinal matchup and the 17th place match to be completed, and then he'll have a match later on in the tournament. He's got a couple buys, and Bo Thompson gets Nick Metoxen out of West Pier at 285. We'll bring you more wrestling when the next Red Raider steps onto the mat here at the Battle of the Bay. Peyton Einerson at 152 takes on Elijah Alt out of River Valley. This will be a tough matchup for the Red Raider as well. Alt is honorable mention ranking at 152. Einerson is ranked 13th at 160.
Quarterfinal results at 132. Winning by fall.
Alt from River Valley as a sophomore. Einerson a senior.
Brady Shell for Bayport, 8-0. Winning by decision.
Einerson's got 2 pins on the day.
Peyton's always dangerous because he's such a pinner. And he uses those, not very flashy, but he's got a little funk too.
Yeah.
He gets those legs on, he gets pretty brutal. Oh, he ended up on his back here.
Alt shot in. Einerson tried to front headlock and roll him through it and got caught on his back.
Couldn't see it here with the score clock.
Now a half getting put on Einerson. He's got to fight this a long time. Einerson in some deep trouble over there at 152 pounds.
Winning by fall, Mason Purcell, Luxembourg Castro, 1 minute 2 seconds. Winning by injury to fall, Michael Bertrand, Southern Door.
Einerson trying to stay off his shoulders.
Running out, 2 Rivers, 1 minute 37 seconds. Winning by major decision, Cody Walrath, Freedom.
Einerson fighting hard, not real close yet to get pinned. He's fighting hard to stay up on the point of his shoulders.
Winning by fall, Will Kempley.
Needs to survive this period and stay in the match.
That arm through, Peyton. Come on, hang in there, buddy.
2 seconds, 1 second. Einerson survived it.
That was a long time to spend on your back.
Big save by Einerson. Now you got to collect your thoughts here a little bit and realize you're in the match and you got 4 minutes left. You don't need to get it all back at one time. Just score points continuously.
I never did see how that happened, did you?
Alt shot in. Einerson tried to lock him up from the front and roll him straight backwards and got caught.
Yeah, just as we said the last match.
Right.
You can do that stuff against average wrestlers. This round already, these aren't, for the kids that are out the front side, they're not average wrestlers anymore.
Right. You're seeing the better ones start to float to the top of the pond here.
Yeah.
Ankle pick by
Come on.
Einerson trying to get back to his feet.
Oh, he got caught in a cradle.
Now he's got a near side cradle on him.
He might score a lot of this.
Einerson's got an elbow control on the right side. And Alt does not have it locked up anymore. So we're looking to at least get a point here. Einerson has a point. 5-1.
Reversal would have been a little better.
Would have been a little better. has got to get at least a takedown here. Tighten the match up to a 2-point lead. And again, he's the counter-style wrestler. Alt with a nice shot, went in, turned the corner.
That's been the same deal you said before.
Yep.
Let's those hips get down on the mat.
Now Anderson's really got to try to work those hips up. Got 5 seconds to do it. And it doesn't look like he's able to do it. We got some Luxembourg Casco fans here in front of us that
the
are
wrong place to settle.
really getting loud.
Have a little anger management.
5-1, third period coming. Anderson trails.
Who took choice?
I didn't see it.
I would expect they probably did. I think his best place is on top. I don't think he had a choice to be there.
Anderson's worried about his headgear more than he is about wrestling right now. His hands constantly up there by the headgear, fixing and straightening. Alton had a shot. This is how he got caught the last time. And there's a takedown. And near fall coming.
They don't want him to
near fall.
At all. They're going to let him go. Well, maybe not now, but that's what I said before.
7-1.
Some of that funky stuff works good on average guys. This kid just flattened out on it. Here he goes.
Anderson steps over the top. Got the reversal.
We got 5.
Near fall coming. He's going to be down by a point though, unless he can pin him.
Out here. He might pin him. He's pretty tight. He's real tight.
44 seconds left. Anderson's got to pin him because these 3 near fall aren't going to be enough.
Stretch him out, Peyton. Stretch him out, buddy.
35 seconds left. Alt is hanging on for dear life here. And Anderson's trying to work for that pin. 22 seconds left.
Stretch him out,
This is close. Referee looking to get an advantage point here. He doesn't have a good one right now. Anderson stretching the arm out. 5 seconds left. Anderson's going to come up 1 point short. 7-6.
Can't give up those early takedowns like that. That kind of killed him. He's always dangerous to step over.
And then it was the takedowns with the bonus near falls as well. That added up big.
Yeah.
And that's what hurt Anderson. Exactly right. Next up for the Red Raiders, Jake Tim against Michael Leonard. Brock Bennett and Vic Perez will go at it very shortly. We'll be back with more wrestling from the Battle on the Bay. Jake Tim on the mat at 160 against Michael Letter of Southern Door. Letter is a junior. Match here for Jake Tim to help the Red Raider cause out.
Boy, Jake.
Trying to suck that leg back in, and the referee called him out of bounds. Jake Tim's got a 5-3 win. In his first match, one on a pin, he got a double. No! Did he get the 2? No, they set off the mat.
So Danner signaled out before his feet were out.
Shot in by Leonard down low. Got to a single. Trying to elevate. Has Tim up on his shoulders here.
Keep that foot. Keep that foot.
Tim can pick an ankle here. Oh, and Leonard able to clear his hips and took him down. Brock Bennett's on the mat against Vic Perez of Ashwaubenon. Bennett leads 4-1.
Oh, he's already got a couple takedowns.
And they give Perez a free ride to his feet. So it's 4-2 now.
145. Winning by decision, Andy Stray, East Troy, 5-4. Winning by decision, Zach Benton has Robin on 6-5. Winning by decision, Hunter Kowalski.
Leonard continuing to ride Jake Tim.
Winning by decision, Josh Verbatim, writes down 3-2.
Tim up to his feet, working on hand control, trying to get the hips away, turns and faces. Back down to the mat, Leonard in control right now. Tim coming up again. Bennett with another takedown lead, 6-2.
4-2. Winning by decision, Nate Arconico. McGuigo, 11-4.
Bennett's with a bar and a half. Lost both of them. Has to regain control of the ride. Tim with only 0.6 of a second left, not enough time to get the escape. Would have had one if he would have had about a second and a half. Leonard's choice, he deferred Tim's choice, he's going down. Jake Tim trails 2-0 after one period. Bennett leads 8-2 after one period, and we got stoppage for some blood time and cleanup.
He caught an elbow in the nose when he had that cradle on there.
Tim now to his feet. Leonard lifts him, takes him back down to the mat. 1:35 left, second period. Leonard working on a wrist control, and that's all he's done so far. Tim builds up to a higher base.
Come on.
Puts a foot down on the mat, stands up. Working on some hand control is Jake Tim. Leonard tried to lift.
Come on,
Tim
Jake.
blocked
Come
that
on,
warning,
Jake.
stalling the Leonard.
Attaboy, attaboy. He got the stalling and the two-player reversal.
Tied up at 2 apiece, 50 seconds left.
He had his fist up in the air.
Jake Tim now riding. Trying to get a bar on that left-hand side, but just not quite able to get the hand all the way in there. 22 seconds left. And they work their way off the mat. Bennett and Perez still getting some cleanup and a bloody nose stop.
Once he gets that bleeding, it's hard to get it stopped. Look like they can't get it stopped at all.
15 seconds left, second period. Jake Tim up 4-2 now. I don't know how we got the extra points.
Get it stopped, you guys. There's 5 minutes total on blood time. Pick up the urgency here a little bit.
And now we're going to go over and check the scoreboard in the Jake Tim match.
This third period, it's coming up.
Coming up. And Bennett's match getting ready to start back at the start of the second period. 8-2 Bennett's with a lead. And now it's going to be 8-3 as Bennett puts Perez back on his feet. Now it's 3-2. Jake Tim with the lead. They adjusted the scoreboard. Got the penalty point, did Tim.
This Perez is really coming after Brock here now.
by Letter, and they break away from that one. Letter with a shot in. Tim sprawls back. Front headlock. Snatches him down, heading aside, around the corner he goes. Can he get there? Rolls him up on his shoulder, gets a takedown. Good work, Jake Tim. 5-2 with 119 left. Bennett's with a 10-4 lead. 58 seconds left, second period.
We got the takedown down there.
Jake Tim did. Off the mat with a minute left, third period. Tim leads 5-3, and he will continue to ride.
I'm worried about this blood time. They're not in any urgency at all. But you can bet they got a stopwatch on him over at the side.
6-4. And winning by decision, Seth Peters. Luxembourg Gasco with 6-3.
This Perez Schwabenon is the 6th seed. Boy, Jake.
Jake Tim in good position riding here. Got a wrist trapped underneath.
Yeah, he really is.
41 seconds left. Leads 5-3. Bennett's into a double, but they were off the mat.
Got to avoid this blood time. You guys, you got to hurry up here.
Jake Tim rides the Letter. Edge of the mat. And they're out with 15 seconds left. Warning, stalling Jake Tim. After he called him out of bounds and then gave the warning. Tim covers, hard stand-up attempt by Letter. Tim with a trip takes him back to the mat. 9 seconds left. Another good hard start by Jake. Needed here. That time he stopped the first move. Jake Tim comes up with a 5-2 win over Michael Letter of Southern Door.
That's a big win. That's a big win.
And we'll swing you over to the Brock Bennett's match. 28 seconds left, second period.
My worry isn't about Brock winning, it's about running out of blood time. They haven't had much urgency here. Just keep... This guy just wants to slap him in the head.
Physical match down there between Perez and Bennett. Perez a lot of work around the head and the face.
He's banging him
a lot of headbutts.
That's all he wants to do is get that nosebleed going.
And the 2 periods, 10-5 Bennett's lead.
Well, that's all they're trying to do.
Bennett turns inside. Perez lost a little control, and Bennett's up with the escape. The 11-5.
This kid was second in the Battle of the Bay last year.
I don't think he's going to be there this year.
No, if it was just wrestling, I know they won't.
Bennett's trying to lock up the underhooks. Perez backed away from that.
For young guys that wonder about some basics of wrestling, Brock don't come out of position. This guy can do all that stuff he wants and ain't gonna score him points. Got a minute left.
11-5, Bennett still with a lead. He's up by 6. Takedown would get it to 8-point difference. That would be an extra half team point. Underhook, Bennett drops in on a single. Got it elevated.
Hard keeping him on the mat.
Pulls him into a double. Drives through him. Off the mat they go.
I want a video of it. Hey, at least you got to see the finish.
No more blood.
And
That's all that guy's trying to do is hit him in the face enough to.
The nose plug comes out, and Bennett just throws it away. Back to the mat, 37 seconds left. Rocky at one more takedown here. 20 seconds. Into a single. Got it elevated.
And now
10 seconds
trying
left.
to keep this guy in the mat's the big thing. Dump him here. Come on, come on.
Tried once to dump. Goes to a double. Turns the corner. Lifts. Comes up the body. 2 takedown.
Got your 2 points there.
13-5. 13-5, Bennett's with a major decision victory. It's an extra half team point for the Red Raiders. Nathan Fuller, 1 team point. Nathan Fuller is set to go in 38 seconds as he's waiting for the end of another match. We'll stay right here. Nathan Fuller will be right down here in front.
Well, we're getting into better kids now, you know, for our kids that have went out. Like I say, I'm looking at, the Perez was a runner-up here last year.
Team scores, as of about 15 minutes ago, the Red Raiders trailing Freedom. Freedom is in the lead, 352. Wisconsin Rapids, 312 and a half. Luxembourg Casco in third, 294, and Bayport in fourth, 283 and a half. Again, that was about 15 minutes ago.
That's what you had?
That's it. So next up, the Red Raiders, Nathan Fuller has Corey Gendron out of Southern Door. He's a sophomore. Cody Abel will take on Bayport's Jake Flizikuski. He is also a sophomore. As we mentioned, Mike Weinfurter at 220 has got 2 buys in a row now, and his next match will be the placement for 17th or 18th. He's got to wait for that semifinal match to be completed. And Bo Thompson gets a senior out of West Appear in Nick Matoxon. That's who he will wrestle. The match in front of Fuller's is done. And we are going to get set to go here for this Red Raider. So far, Fuller's had 1 match on today. Got a pin in a minute 3 over Noah Van Schindel Seymour. And this will be Corey Gendron. It's odd because the Red Raiders, trailing Freedom, haven't met a Freedom wrestler yet. So you can't take them out. You can't meet them head to head and beat them and stop them from scoring points, and you gain on them. So far, next round, as we look ahead, they're not going to see him hardly at all either. Fuller and Gendron. Fuller, underhook collar tie, back in Gendron around the mat, he's off. Fuller basically in a football stance. Slide by missed. Fuller comes up with an underhook and a collar tie. Chandron with the same right now. Fuller just tried a sweep shot, missed it, grabbed a double, dragging the feet, and they say off the mat. Now that was a takedown by a different ref in a different match.
Yeah.
42 seconds left, first period. Still no score. Both wrestlers kind of in a testing, feeling out stage here. And 8 mats on the floor here at the Bayport High School Gymnasium. Nice school here, very modern. And we have 10 seconds left. Fuller with a shot in, tried to barrel rolls, got 2. That's a good hard shot there.
Yeah.
And the end of one period, that's a big takedown inside of 10 seconds.
The end of a period, that's like an extra point.
Chandron deferred his choice. Now Fuller will go down, chance to score again. Boy, not much of a start, but based off really hard here. Chandron tried to do something with him. Can't budge him yet. Fuller stands right up. Got the hips away. Chandron hanging on to an ankle. Can't control him. Fuller's got the escape. Made Chandron get down to the mat. Spins behind. Got a takedown. Good work by Nathan Fuller.
Good boy, Nate. He's an explosive bugger.
Got an optional start him, put him back on his feet. Give him a free ride back up. (5-1) now. Fuller with a lead.
That was some fast scoring there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a nice shot. Underhook and a collar dive by Fuller.
But it was 0-0 with 10 seconds left in the first period, and he scores a takedown, makes a 1-0. He's down, he gets 1 right away, comes right back, gets a takedown. So within about 15 seconds, he scored 5 points there.
And that works on a guy mentally as much as it does physical wrestling.
Yeah, you can break him, no doubt.
Loose Russian by Fuller. And Chandron on the outside looking in again. I think Chandron's mental outlook of this match has changed a little bit.
I'm sure, yeah, it would for me.
Chandron tried a weak shot, but nothing there for Fuller to defend.
Don't try it, Nate. He gets impatient. A lot of people think this is a good throw position, but it's a good way to get put on your back, too.
Yeah, if you're not exceptional at throwing and get the right motion going, you could be in more trouble than you can create.
Well, especially when you're ahead 5-1.
Little duck, didn't quite penetrate. Again, Chandron is staying on the outside, looking in a lot, and Fuller's got to try to, when he gets some of those shots, figure out a way to keep them in bounds.
Quarterfinal results at 160. Winning by decision, Jeremy Needing, East Troy.
Fine by, Chandron heads out of the building. End of the second period, 5-1, Fuller with a lead.
Winning by decision, Jason Berg, Milwaukee, 15-12. And winning by major decision, Seth Foster.
My guess is he isn't going to ride him too hard here because he's so dominant on his feet.
Winning by decision, Jake Tim, Wisconsin Rapids Lightning, 5-2.
That was a big match, Tim's match.
Yeah, well, that was a good match for Jake Tim.
Winning by fall, Mason Clapper, Ashwaubenon.
And there you can see as soon as Chandron got to his feet, then Fuller cut him loose.
He feels pretty comfortable on his feet.
Alex Timmers, 1 minute 47 seconds.
There's another double and they go right into the coaching staff chairs.
Those are small circles. These aren't 42-foot mats, so you don't end up with a 32-foot circle. Jandrin looks like he wants to do something, but I'm not sure he really does.
I'm not sure he's convinced he wants to do something.
A lot of half shots.
Fuller staying in a good stance. Front headlock now by Jandrin on Fuller. Fuller, short drag on by. 2, takedown, Fuller, lifts, takes him back to the mat.
Attaboy, Nathan.
It's now 7-2, Fuller.
That's just real solid fundamental wrestling.
Hey, you didn't see the out-of-control flurries that you maybe did with Dylan Hall there earlier.
You did with Nathan last year.
And, yeah, Nathan last year would get, like you said, a little frustrated and just basically go wild with no purpose.
He's pretty solid. He's pretty small at this weight, too. He and Brock are both up a weight class where they'll be.
Now Fuller takes that 7-2 lead. He will ride. 21 seconds left. Jandrin trying to come to his feet. Fuller with 5 seconds left, elects to ride him, take him back to the mat, and that's the match, 7-2, Nathan Fuller.
That's a nice match.
Very controlled, score wasn't so high, but there was no doubt of who was in control of that match.
It's a good match.
Cody Abel waiting to go against Bayport sophomore Jake Flizikowski. And then Bo Thompson at 285 gets Nick Metoxid out of West De Pere. We'll bring you those matches after we take a quick break. Good deal.
We have a young lady named Bella that's up here at the head table. And we'd like to have one of her parents come here. A young lady named Bella is looking for a parent at the head table.
Bo Thompson at 285 is getting ready to take on West De Pere's Nick Metoxid, a senior. As I had mentioned earlier, Bo ranked number 3 in the state at heavyweight.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Throw it, get it quick. No, he can't. They can't make it anymore. Like I mentioned before, Bo's trying to go after the all-time quick pin record.
And what is it, 4 seconds?
No,
6?
I think he's got 7. And I think Shane Bennett has 1. They're 1 second apart. Look at this little tip.
Thompson with a hip tip. 2 takedown, 2 near fall. I'm not sure Metoxid has wrestled somebody like Bowie yet either. Half on the right side.
He's a lot more strong than he looks. He lifted hard this summer.
And Cody Abel comes out on the mat against his opponent from Bayport, Jake Flizikowski, a sophomore.
Attaboy.
Body lock by Abel, takes Flizikowski for a ride through the air, puts him down.
He might have gotten a couple here.
Got a takedown, but the ref's too busy walking around on his feet, watching the match.
Oh, he
getting on the
did.
mat. 2 takedown, 1 escape, Abel. Thompson continued to ride.
He got the clear fall.
Oh, he did.
Oh, yeah.
There was 2 takedown, 2 near fall. Now Abel again with a takedown and near fall coming. 20 seconds
Hold on,
left.
hurry up, or Cody's going to beat him.
Thompson leads 9-0 with 20 seconds left. First period.
Ryan Simmons Franklin, 3 minutes 28 seconds. Winning by decision, Austin Zeman, Avery, 8-4. Winning by fall.
Cody Abel with a pin in 104.
6 seconds. Winning by fall, Brady Sullivan, Oshkosh West, 1 minute 45 seconds.
And Thompson rides the first period out with a 9-0 lead. Cody Abel pinned to Jake Flizikowski of Bayport in 104. Well, Metoxen took both up on their feet. He didn't like the ride that was put on him, so he didn't want to go underneath. And I don't think he wants to be on his feet with Thompson either. There's a blow-through double of Metoxen, finds out why.
Well, that was quite a shot there. I don't think he can pin him, man.
Well, with a little help from Metoxen turning to his back, he might be able to.
We will continue into the next round at the conclusion of this round.
13-3 Thompson. He's got one more chance to pin him before he gets a tech fall.
Match 1 and 3. Also like to remind the coaches and semi-final winners to pick up a finalist profile sheet and complete and return to the head table as soon as possible. Semi-final winners pick up the profile sheets at your table.
Thompson trying to lock up a cradle on the heavyweight. Now he loses that. Warning, stalling Metoxen. 50 seconds left, second period. Still 13-0, the Red Raider heavyweight. Thompson with a stack. 25 seconds left. Gonna have to pin him here. He's got 2 near fall.
It's
he
only
can't.
the second period though.
Tech fall. Tech fall in 3:43.
That's the first pin he hasn't got this year, I think.
Kind of hard to pin somebody that doesn't want to do anything but lay on their belly.
Rolling around, doesn't he?
Yeah. 15-0 the score, but Tech fall is scored officially by time, 3:43. Not a bad round for the Red Raiders there.
No, probably the only one that we'd like to have over is I want to pay Ninerson.
Correct.
Hit him on his back and then get the...
Correct. That was just a hair bit too late. He fell a little bit too far behind early.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right, Chief. On a good guy, you can't fall behind too much.
The Red Raiders are done for this round. We'll get their next round opponents, catch up on some team scores. We'll be back with more wrestling from the Battle on the Bay and River City's Community Access.